Ready?
Ew. Oh.
I want to grow old with you.
In order to prepare our faces to be old, we must first prepare our hair. So I took some white cream paint on a large duo fiber brush and I went to town. Because nothing compares to you.
I'm dreading this because by the time I'm done it, I'll have aged myself. Naturally.
Seriously though, this kind of look takes forever. So the first thing that I did was a general mapping out of my natural wrinkles, all the ones that I have at age 24. And to do that, I wrinkled my face as much as I could, and I put brown cream paint in any lines that I found. I put a white cream paint on either side of any dark line that I drew, and then I blended that all out together. Not the main thing that we're here for, but still a good first step. Now to the main show. This is called Old Age Latex Stippling, and it's so fun, and that is massively sarcastic. I hate this, but it ends up looking pretty darn snazzy, as an old person might say. I start by pouring liquid latex in a dish.
This is much easier to do, by the way, on someone else. If it doesn't come out right, it's because you just need a model. You need someone to do this on you. It's hard to do by yourself, but it can be done. Stretch out your face somewhere. No, really, this is how you do it. So you just, yep, and yeah. Okay. And you still it. And then you wait for it to dry. And once it's dry, you're gonna do it again. And then once it's dry, you're gonna do it again. That's all you gotta do. Forever and ever. The tighter you can make your face, the better. So like this helps. See how it's clear? That means it's time for the next layer.
Try to keep your layers as thin as possible because they'll dry faster and you'll get a better effect anyway. This is me air drying.
You can and probably should use a hair dryer on this if you have a friend to help you, but since I need both my hands to stretch my face, there's no point in using a hair dryer. Unless I like rigged it so that it dried my face without me having to hold it. See, after 2 layers, you can already start to see some wrinkly action. Some sexy, sexy wrinkly action.
And this is what it looks like after 5 layers. Kinda looks like a mustache. A wrinkle stash.
Sexy. Now repeat this all over your face, any place you can stretch. Ready, go!
Eventually I got into some facial positions where I could hold it with just one hand and hold a hair dryer in the other. So that cut the waiting time in half, which was grapes. If you can have someone there to help you, what they should do is hold back your skin with 2 hands and you should do the latex stippling. And maybe even put your hands in afterwards to really stretch out any other spot. I managed to do this by myself on most of my face, but when it came to the forehead, my skin's already too taut to really stretch it by myself. So I just put some latex on my forehead to match the texture on the bottom of my face, but ain't no old age stippling there, unfortunately.
Granted, these are not as anatomically correct as actual wrinkles would be. The best way to do old age makeup is to have prosthetics that you apply to the skin, but if you don't have that, it's a good substitute.
Then I went on to paint this. All these layers of latex make your skin look really white and yellow, so I put a layer of light brown all over it. After all that, I looked kind of orange, so I put a ton of powder all over my face, and that whitened me right back up. And I used Skin Illustrator and cream paints to create discoloration in the skin, and also to sink dark colors into the creases of the wrinkles and highlights on top of the wrinkles like you see me doing right here. That's everything.
I look dirty, but that's just because I'm so pale, and anytime I'm darker, I just look dirty. I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah, the mother oldies don't know how to act. Yeah.
So this tutorial was mainly to focus just on the old age latex stippling, but if you guys feel like you need more information on how to paint something like that, let me know and I can do a more thorough tutorial focusing on just that. This was my look for sloth for my 7 Deadly Sins series, which is not to say that old people are lazy, it's just to say that if you're lazy, then life might pass you by and you'll find yourself old and full of regret. Speaking of which, I love sloths, you guys. They're like the coolest animal ever. I'm pretty convinced that if aliens ever walked this earth, or still do, it's the sloths. I mean, have you seen them? I hope I have a pet sloth one day, and if I ever do, I shall name him Reptar.
Well, I guess that answers the question. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? The answer is no. That you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered.